What is the meaning of this, Victoria? The meaning of what? Why wasn't any food prepared for me? Huh? That's obvious. Today is a family gathering after all. Then all the more reason, why would you treat me like this? Why? Because I don't like you, of course. I've never seen such trash of a woman before. Someone like you doesn't deserve high-end Italian. I was invited here by Ethan. Did you deliberately arrange this behind his back? So what if I did? He'll thank me later when he realizes what a mistake he's making with you. Why would you say something like that? We're going to be family. Family? Us! This is why high school dropouts with single parents are hopeless. There's no way someone like you could be family. Just go lick some Parmesan or something. That's terrible. How could you? That's my line. Ethan is a doctor. He graduated from a top university and has a high income, and I worked my way up to department head at a major corporation. There's no way someone like you, a high school dropout raised by a single parent, would match our family. You're just a parasite going after his status. Know your place. You know nothing about me or my relationship with Ethan. What gives you the right to judge me based on my education or family background? I have every right. I'm protecting my son from a gold digger like you. Someone with your background could never truly love my son for who he is. How dare you say such things? Don't play the victim here. You might have fooled Ethan, but you can't fool me. I absolutely refuse to have someone like you, a high school dropout from a broken home, as a daughter-in-law. You're making assumptions without knowing anything about my life or what I've accomplished. What could someone like you possibly accomplish? Don't make me laugh. I see. Fine then. I'll be leaving now. Running away already? How predictable. Oh, what a shame. But I am surprised. I didn't think a high school dropout with a single parent would even have a home to go back to. I thought you'd be homeless. Your ignorance is astounding. For your information, I own my own home. And another thing. What else could you possibly have to say? I can't continue doing business with a company that has someone like you as a department head. I'm terminating all business relationships with your company. What? You heard me. Effective immediately. That's absurd. You can't possibly have any connection to my company. Check your client list. My company's name should be quite familiar to you. You're bluffing. This is ridiculous. We'll see who's bluffing soon enough. Goodbye, Victoria.
Sarah, I'm so sorry my mom said such terrible things.
Ethan, you don't need to apologize. This isn't your fault.
I should have warned you about her. I knew she could be difficult, but I never imagined she'd go this far.
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't experienced it myself. No one expects that level of cruelty.
I couldn't even stand up for you. I just sat there in shock.
Ethan, you didn't know about what she was planning in advance, right? It's not your fault, and I finally understand something.
Huh?
Whenever we talked about your mother, you always got quiet, didn't you? You'd look so troubled. I thought maybe you two didn't get along, so I didn't ask too much. But now I see why you'd be uncomfortable.
Sarah, I've always been afraid to talk about her. I was worried you'd think less of me for not standing up to her more.
I would never think less of you for that. Family dynamics can be complicated. Has she always been like that?
Yeah. She's self-righteous. Always thinks she's right. Never listens to anyone else. Even today, I kept telling her over and over not to be disrespectful to you, but still.
Did she ignore you completely or pretend to agree before doing the opposite?
Both, actually. She'd say yes, yes, and then do whatever she wanted anyway. She's been this way as long as I can remember.
I see. You've been through a lot. You once told me that you actually wanted to be a school teacher instead of a doctor, right?
Huh? Did I say that?
Yes, when you were drunk, you mentioned it. You said you admired your middle school teacher and wanted to be like him.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Foster. He was amazing, patient, kind, and so passionate about helping his students grow. I wanted to inspire others the way he inspired me.
Was giving up that dream also because of your mother?
Yeah. Since I was a child, she constantly told me I had to become a doctor. If I couldn't become a doctor, she said I was worthless. Not her son. When something displeased her, she'd go on rampages, smashing things. It got so bad, I only focused on keeping her happy as I grew up.
That's emotional abuse, Ethan. No parent should treat their child that way.
I know that now, but for years, I thought it was normal. I thought I was the problem for not being good enough.
That's terrible.
Mom really wanted to be a doctor herself, but she failed the entrance exams and couldn't get into medical school. I think she wanted to fulfill her unfulfilled dream through me.
So she's been living vicariously through you all these years? That's incredibly unfair to you.
I never had the courage to defy her. Not until I met you and realized what a healthy relationship should look like.
I see. So her obsession with degrees and status is just the flip side of her complex. But using you to resolve her own complex? What does she think a child is?
To her, I think I've always been an extension of herself, not my own person.
That explains so much about her behavior today. She sees me as a threat to her control over you.
I'm so sorry. I should have told you what my mother was like earlier, but I was afraid it would ruin our relationship. Now it's turned out in the worst possible way. I'm really sorry.
Stop that! You sound like this is the end.
Huh?
I may have been treated terribly, and I don't think I could ever like Victoria, but that doesn't mean I want to break up with you.
Sarah, but...
You have no idea how much I love you. This isn't enough to discourage me. Actually, it's the opposite.
What do you mean?
That despite being raised by such a mother, you've grown up to be such a kind person I admire. You're amazing, Ethan.
Sarah, thank you.
I'm on your side. Together, our hardships will be cut in half. I should apologize to her for getting emotional and picking a fight, though.
What?
I told your mother something like, I can't do business with a company that has someone like you as a department head. I'm terminating all business relationships with your company. Oh God, just imagining having to apologize to someone like her. But I guess I have to. She's your mother after all, and my future mother-in-law.
Wait.
Huh? What is it?
You don't need to apologize. You didn't do anything wrong.
But...
Besides, I love you too.
Ethan.
I've never been able to stand up to her before, but for you, Sarah, I'll fight my mother.
Are you sure? I don't want to come between you and your mother, despite everything.
I'm sure. It's long overdue that I start living my own life. You've given me the strength to finally do that.
Whatever you decide, I'll support you, but please don't make this decision in the heat of the moment.
I've been thinking about this for years, Sarah. Today was just the final push I needed.
Hey, what's the meaning of this? What do you mean? Don't what do you mean me? The president called me in and said I'm fired. How did this happen? I told you before, didn't I, that I'd terminate all business with your company. Since you caused major damage to the company, it's only natural that you'd be fired. This is absurd. You're a nobody. You can't possibly have that kind of influence. I warned you directly, but you chose not to take me seriously. That was your mistake. Still spouting such nonsense. If it's nonsense, how do you explain your current situation? But you're just a high school dropout from a broken home. How could someone like you have the power to terminate business relationships? Well, I own a company. I can make most decisions on my own. That can't be true. There's no way a high school dropout like you could be running a company that does business with major corporations. Companies don't need fancy degrees. Actually, it's the opposite, because I didn't have any degrees, because I wanted to be able to support my mom. Starting my own business was the only path forward. I worked incredibly hard for it. This can't be. Did you even bother to look into my background before judging me, or were you too busy assuming I was beneath you? I didn't need to research garbage. Your type is all the same. Too bad for you. The person you look down on as a dropout is actually above you. Don't be ridiculous. You think you're above me just because of that? What company? It's probably just some tiny operation. It's not that small. We have about 50 employees. 50? That's tiny. If you include all our branches, our company has 1,000 employees. I'm a department head at the headquarters. I'm far more important than you. Size isn't everything. My company's annual revenue might surprise you. Playing the big shot now. How pathetic. Well, you're about to be fired from that company. That must be some mistake. There's no way the president would fire me. Actually, the president was thrilled about it. I was surprised at how thankful he was to me. Huh? What do you mean? Seems like you were pretty hated there. You drove several subordinates to depression and resignation, but since you were good at your job and didn't leave evidence of your power harassment, they had trouble dealing with you. Then my opinion came along. The president was delighted, saying, "Thanks to you, we finally have an excuse to fire her." What? That's a lie. I'm respected and valued at my company. Everyone appreciates my leadership. Is that what you tell yourself? The president mentioned there have been multiple complaints against you over the years. Those were all from incompetent employees who couldn't meet my standards. Any good leader has enemies. So, are you still going to look down on me and insult me? You lowlife, doing this to me. No. Wait, I see. If that's how it is, then fine. What are you talking about? I mean, you can marry Ethan. I'll accept you as my daughter-in-law. That's quite condescending, isn't it? What are you saying? Of course I'm above you, so this is natural. I see. You should be grateful I'm willing to overlook your background. Not many would be so generous. Your generosity is neither needed nor wanted. Ethan and I are engaged regardless of your approval. Well, contact them right away. Contact who? Our company president, of course. Do I need to explain everything? You really are stupid. Your company might be doing well by luck, but who knows how long that will last? I could even take over as president for you. I might even hire you as an errand girl. Anyway, contact them quickly. You want me to contact your company president and tell him to rehire you after how you've treated me? Obviously. Fix the mess you've created. Or are you too stupid to understand that much? Fine, I will. Finally, you're showing some sense. Make sure to emphasize my importance to the company. I'll certainly tell him exactly what he needs to know about you. What's going on? Why is the president even more furious now? Why? Probably because I contacted him like you told me to. Contacted him? What exactly did you say? I didn't really say anything. I just sent screenshots of your abusive text messages. What? Including the ones where you called me stupid and suggested you could take over my company. He found those particularly interesting. You had no right to share private conversations. Why are you surprised? You told me to contact him, didn't you? How could you do that? I told you to contact him so I wouldn't get fired. I never received such instructions. Do I need to explain everything from A to Z? You idiot! Well, I did guess that's what you meant. Then why did you? Why? Because I don't like you, of course. I've never seen such trash of a woman before. How horrible. Those are your own words to me. That's different. I was speaking the truth about you. You're deliberately trying to ruin me. I'm merely holding up a mirror to your own behavior. Uncomfortable, isn't it? It's a fact that you're garbage. A high school dropout raised by a single parent, but your statements are baseless slander. You really are self-centered. Listen, I'm offering to accept you, a high school dropout from a broken home, as family. Who do you think you are? You've been fired from your company, disowned by your son. What gives you the right to talk down to me? Being fired is your fault. Wait, what? What do you mean disowned by my son? Exactly what it sounds like. Ethan says he's cutting ties with you. What? Don't be ridiculous. There's no way Ethan would cut ties with me. Why do you think that? Why? Because Ethan is my child. Do you have any idea how hard I worked to raise him? He was so stupid. I could hardly believe he was my child, but thanks to my education and my discipline, Ethan became a doctor. He should be grateful and pay me back plenty. Get it? There's no way Ethan would cut ties with me. That statement alone answers everything. Huh? What do you mean? The way you talk about your own son, as if he's just an investment you expect returns from. Have you ever seen him as a person with his own dreams and desires? Dreams? Desires? What nonsense! I know what's best for him. I always have. Never mind. Explaining would be a waste of time. Someone like you would never understand, not even if you had a whole lifetime. You little brat, acting so high and mighty, and here I was graciously willing to accept you as my daughter-in-law. Don't be ridiculous. You've done this to me, so the marriage is off. Go ahead and regret it. Again, this isn't your decision to make. Don't be absurd. Of course I choose who's worthy of my son. That's only natural. Even though he's cut ties with you? Still spouting such nonsense. You think you can tear apart our parent-child relationship? How stupid are you? If you're so confident, why don't you contact Ethan? Hear it directly from him, and maybe even you will see reality. Huh? What's this? Trying to negotiate? It's a really stupid bluff that's easy to see through. Ethan cutting ties with you? As if that would ever happen. Exactly. Now you're talking sense. My son would never abandon me. I was being sarcastic, Victoria, but if you insist on hearing it from him directly, be my guest. I'll do just that. You'll see how ridiculous your claims are. I'll even help you arrange it. I'm sure Ethan would appreciate the chance to tell you himself. Don't bother. I don't need your help to talk to my own son. Ethan!
What is it?
That low-life stupid woman is saying the strangest things.
Low-life stupid woman? Are you talking about my fiancé?
What's with you calling her your fiancé? Do you have any idea what situation I'm in because of her? You really have no eye for women, Ethan. But don't worry, I'll choose a proper woman for you. But first, we have some business to take care of. That trash woman still seems to like you. Disgusting. She's like a stalker, thinking that she can still get married to you. But this works out well. Let's use her feelings and take everything from her. Someone like her can't possibly run a company properly. Let's pretend to be interested until we take over her company, then dump her when she's no longer useful. That piece of trash. What's wrong, Ethan? Why are you silent?
I'm listening to every word you're saying, Mother. Please continue. Tell me more about your plan.
It's simple. We'll act like I approve of the relationship. I'll apologize, though of course I've done nothing wrong. Then once she trusts us, we can start manipulating her business decisions. You have a doctor's prestige. She'll listen to you.
And then what? After we take over her company?
Then we discard her, of course. Find you a proper wife from a good family. I have several candidates in mind already.
I could tolerate it when it was about me. After all, you're my mother, and I owe you for giving birth to me and raising me, but I can't forgive you for being cruel to someone important to me, to Sarah.
Huh? What's wrong with you, Ethan? It's not like you to talk back to me.
I'm not talking back, I'm simply stating facts. Sarah is the woman I love, and I won't allow anyone to treat her the way you have. Not even you.
Love? Don't be ridiculous. What would you know about love at your age? You need a strategic marriage, not some emotional fantasy.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm grateful you gave birth to me and raised me, but I don't want to be controlled by you anymore. Please let me cut ties with you.
What? Have you lost your mind after everything I've done for you?
This is not a sudden decision. I've been considering it for years, watching how you treat people, including me. Today's conversation has only confirmed what I already knew.
That woman has poisoned you against me. This isn't the Ethan I raised.
No, Mom. This is exactly who I am when I'm not afraid of your reaction. Goodbye.
Hey, what's going on? What do you mean? Don't what do you mean me? Ethan, he said he's cutting ties with me. I told you this before, didn't I? Don't be ridiculous. Why should I be cut off by my son after I raised him so carefully? Such an ungrateful thing to do. I didn't raise him to be like this. Maybe the resentment outweighed any gratitude. Resentment? What reason could my son possibly have to resent me? Did you listen to anything he said to you, or were you too focused on your own feelings as usual? He was talking nonsense. Clearly your influence has damaged him. It's terrifying that you have no self-awareness. It's you, isn't it? Excuse me? You've been poisoning Ethan's mind, filling his head with strange ideas. Otherwise, that kind Ethan would never push me away. Ethan is indeed kind, but your version of kind is different. You mean convenient. You raised your child to suit your convenience. You never respected Ethan's wishes at all. Just forced your ideals on him one-sidedly. Poor Ethan. What are you saying? Making me sound like some terrible parent. No, you're not a terrible parent. That's right. Of course not. Yes, of course, because you're not just a terrible parent, you're a garbage parent. What did you say? You heard me correctly. You're a garbage parent who sees her child as nothing more than an extension of herself. How dare you? I sacrificed everything for him. Do you deny it? Then answer me. What's Ethan's favorite food? His favorite color? Who was his best friend during school? Well, that's... You can't answer, can you? Because you never had any interest in Ethan at all. That's not... By the way, he didn't have a best friend in school. He says you forbade him from making friends because you wanted him to focus only on studying. Ugh. How about his hobbies, his fears, his hopes for the future? You know nothing about your own son except what you forced him to become. Those things don't matter. What matters is success, position, status. Do you have some self-awareness now? You were a horrible parent. It's only natural that your son resents you. Don't be ridiculous. How dare you accuse me with such unreasonable complaints? Who do you think you are? I'm someone who actually cares about Ethan as a person, not as a trophy or an investment. You know nothing about parenting or what it takes to raise a successful child in this competitive world. If you could reflect at this point, there might still be a future. But then again, if you were that kind of person, things wouldn't have come to this in the first place. Remember this. I won't let you get away with doing this to me. Is that a threat? Because it sounds like one. Take it however you want. This isn't over. Actually, it is. Ethan has made his decision. I suggest you respect it. We'll see about that. Why are you at the wedding venue? We didn't invite you. Huh? I can go wherever I want. That's not true. I'm Ethan's mother. Of course I should be at his wedding. We specifically decided not to invite you after you threatened me. Security has been informed. And why wasn't I, the mother, invited to the wedding? How classless, both you and Ethan. I keep telling you to understand, Ethan has cut ties with you, yet you keep stalking us at every opportunity. Don't be ridiculous. Ethan and I are blood-related parent and child. That fact won't change no matter what anyone says. Blood relation doesn't entitle you to a relationship when you've been abusive. Abusive? How dare you? I gave him everything. You intend to keep stalking us, don't you? Stalking? I'm just making reasonable demands. Because of you two, I was fired from the company I worked at for years, so providing for my living is only fair. Give me money. I can live on my savings for now, but that won't last forever. Then I might even recognize your marriage. Even now, you're still saying such things. You should be grateful I'm willing to consider accepting this farce of a marriage at all. We don't need or want your acceptance. Please leave before security removes you. What issue? There's no seat prepared for me. Such a wedding. A wedding without the groom's mother is no wedding at all. I'll show you what happens when you disrespect me this way. Please don't make a scene. Our guests are starting to notice. Let them notice. Let everyone see how shamefully you've treated me. What have you done? How does it feel? Do you finally understand what it means to make me angry? Unbelievable. Barging into the venue, flipping tables, causing a scene until security dragged you out. This is just the beginning if you don't start showing proper respect. You've disrupted our wedding ceremony and embarrassed yourself in front of all our guests. Why are you playing the victim? It's your fault for making me angry. You should reflect on your actions, you garbage high school dropout. This is exactly as I imagined things would play out. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, it's exactly as Ethan described, how you immediately resort to physical violence when something displeases you, like a child throwing a tantrum. No, it's exactly as Ethan said, and I couldn't help but laugh. We explained everything to the attendees in advance. What kind of mother you are, the whole background, and that you might try to disrupt the wedding. You probably think you ruined the wedding, but after you were escorted out by security, the venue erupted in laughter. Acting like that at your age. Thanks for livening up the ceremony with your performance. It was great entertainment. Don't be ridiculous. You made me a laughing stock? How dare you? We simply prepared our guests for what might happen. You're the one who chose to behave this way. You planned this. You set me up to look foolish. No, I'm not laughing at all. At least, I'm not. Huh? I can't forgive it, what you've done to Ethan all these years, and ruining our important ceremony. I was speaking lightly to provoke you, but inside I'm boiling with rage. To think you'd actually crash our wedding and cause such a scene. I'll never forgive you, and I won't. What's with the sudden change? If anyone's blood is boiling, it's mine. Do you have any idea how disrespectful you've been to me? Disrespectful? After you crashed our wedding and created chaos? You have an interesting definition of disrespect. I was making a point. Sometimes dramatic measures are necessary when dealing with ungrateful children. Enough already! I know a proper conversation with you is impossible, but this turned out for the best. Now we can finally cut ties with you completely. Huh? What are you saying? What you did is a clear crime. With everything that's happened and Ethan's testimony, we'll surely get a restraining order. Ethan will finally be free from you. This was a necessary ritual for that, so I'll accept it as such. Wait, what? You're actually going to report me to the police? Of course. Did you think you could do all this and not face legal consequences? Don't be ridiculous. Why should I be reported to the police? You're the ones who are wrong. Well, you can make that argument to the police. Wait, are you serious? Are you really going to report me to the police? Yes, I am. Why? After causing me so much trouble, now you're threatening me with the police? Yes, so make your case to the police. Wait, I get it. I understand. Yes, maybe I went a bit too far. Even if you two are in the wrong, making a scene at the wedding wasn't good. It can't be helped. I'll forgive everything you've done, so you should forgive me too. How about that? Not a bad deal, right? No, it is bad. What? What's bad about it? Your brain, your personality, and everything else about you. So that's how it is. Wait, I said wait! If I get reported to the police, I'll really... Not my problem. How can you say that? We're going to be family. Family? Us? Don't be absurd. There's no way trash like you could be family. You can't do this to me. I'm begging you. Please reconsider. You should have thought about consequences before you acted. Too late now. Please, I'll do anything. I'll apologize properly. I'll stay away from you both. Your apologies mean nothing. Your actions have shown your true character. Please, anything but that. Afterward, I ignored the mother-in-law's pleas of please anything but that and reported her to the police. She didn't get a prison sentence, but she now has a criminal record. Of course, that wasn't the end of it. We sued her in civil court and received a substantial amount in damages and compensation. She ruined what should have been a joyous occasion, though in reality, it livened up the party. But what she did was terrible, and the damages and compensation were considerable. She had to empty her life savings and even sell her house and car. Moreover, an attendee had recorded the wedding incident and uploaded it to a video site. It predictably went viral. Her personal information was quickly identified, and she was criticized by people across the country just before turning 60. Victoria lost her family, job, and savings. Moreover, she became a national